Hey everybody, welcome to part 32 of our F1 2017 career, and we're up to our second race with Red Bull after switching teams in the last episode. If you want to know how all that went down, we had our first race for them at Hungary. It didn't go so great. We actually finished second on track, which was good, but we ended up with a couple of penalties, which wasn't so good. But if you want to see how that went down, just check out the last episode, which we streamed yesterday. It was a long episode. It was like 3.5 hours because we did 2 races and lots of talking and, deciding about what team we're going to drive for and stuff. So, yeah, would recommend you checking that out. But I'm biased, so maybe don't take my advice on it. Let's have a look here. We only got 499 points, 1 point short of achieving anything. So, what do we have in the car? Our control electronics, which are trashed. We won't run them in practice. When we do track acclimatization, we'll leave them in the car. Oh, all these parts are so bad. Like and currently fitted in the gearbox. The gearbox gave us problems at Hungary. We lost a gear during the race. I think we're gonna have to take another one. Because it's 75% worn. And it's got 1 race to go on it. Ugh. I think we'll just take one. I think we're going to take a new gearbox. Let's do it. And I'm just going to skip this part. I actually got a copyright strike yesterday. Again, from FOM. Just from broadcasting content within this game. Like, yeah. Don't ask me. I don't know. So, load one of my Steam Workshop setups. For Belgium. There we go. That will do. And let's do some track acclimatization. So anyway, I hope everybody's having a good day. It's Sunday here. So it's actually Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. Back to work tomorrow, unfortunately. But what are you going to do? You got to do something to earn a dime. I love this track, by the way. Spa is one of my favorite tracks. Feel lucky to have got that one. And they just got a wheel through that gate at the apex. Eau Rouge. Completely flat in a modern day F1 car. Not a lot of challenge there anymore. Jester, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Had to actually turn out to hit that gate. We had a bit more front grip than I was expecting us to have. Obviously, we're gonna have penalties for this race. I'm entertaining you whilst you cook chicken on the barbecue. That's good. I'm glad I'm entertaining somebody. Ooh. That thing didn't stop so good then, did it?
That's looking good. Now let's try for purple. You'll get a bonus for consistency if you can chain good corners together.
Is the benchmark for getting purple is pretty high. Red Bull has so much front end grip.
Great stuff. You pretty much.
There we go. All right. All right. Now we'll do some time management. I have to watch the tyres under brakes and through the loaded corners. And then what we're going to do is we're going to spend all of our resource points. Ah, excuse me, got the burps a little bit. We're going to spend our resource points on upgrading the reliability of this car, like we did initially in the Renault. And there we go, straight away with the lockup.
We expect to potentially see some rain.
Oh, I didn't bother looking at the who's the tip in the real F1 race tonight? Sebastian Vettel. I think Ferrari will win the race against Mercedes.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
What about you, Jester? Who do you think's going to win it tonight?
Program complete.
Good, very good. Got it on the first lap. So there's probably worse tracks for us to start with penalties. Kimi, wishful thinking. Yeah, perhaps. Perhaps. I think Seb's got a pace advantage on Kimi this weekend, personally. I think. Just based on what I've seen. Let's have a quick look at what the weather is going to do. P2 dry, P3 dry, qualifying dry. The race is going to rain at the end, or in the last part of the race, it's going to rain. It's going to rain. End the session.
As all the cars are now over the line, your top three again are
So
Vettel,
P16
Hamilton, and Kimi Räikkönen.
on a 50.1, but all we were doing was tyre testing and stuff. It's not representative. Racing etiquette. Something the AI knows nothing about. Alright, so we have some points to spend. So straight in on reliability. Just zoned in on like a laser. Durability. So we have gearbox durability, 500. Yeah, we'll start with that one. Go. Anyway, gotta go. Dinner time. Cool. Good talking to you, dude. Might talk to you later on before the race. Alright. Practice. So before we go to qualifying, we'll replace our control electronics. We're going to take a sway the penalties in the back end of this season, but we're setting ourselves up to try and win the championship next year. Control electronics 81% worn now. I'll run with them for FP2. They just get warm because we're aggressive over the bumps, over the curbs and stuff. So fuel saving. It would be good if we can get another 500 points up this weekend and then trigger another upgrade. We're wearing out the tarmac on the apex there. Wow, our fuel usage is not that good. Not sure we can get that half second back either, but we're nowhere near purple. Like, look at it. Our fuel usage is not good at all. Oh! Oh, that's going to cost us.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Oh, I never found that bump before. The wear's now purple, but because we went over that bump at Pouhon.
That lap was no good. We needed to improve on that.
I don't think I'm going to get purple here. We're going to be lucky to get green at this rate. Yeah, we're just going to settle for that. Not so great. Not so great. But anyway, what are you going to do? We'll do our race strategy now.
Best lap so far.
I don't care what our best lap is thus far. Find out after the session, won't I? Oh, I caught the wall there. That was a bit silly. Got away with that. Shouldn't have, but I did.
It's in P3 right now.
Cool. That's good. Got through those 3 laps. And that only leaves us with the qualifying pace for FP3.
An interesting practice session.
What do we get? 9th.
Let's remind ourselves of the top 3, who are Hamilton, Ricciardo, and Kimi Räikkönen. Practice.
Alright, they're into our qualifying sim in FP3. How many points does that give us? $143. Yeah, let's just do it. I know we've got to replace the control electronics before we get to quali. Hopefully I don't forget to do that. Because that would be most unfortunate. Oops. Alright, let's do it. Qualifying run. I should go at that clock. I don't think we're any kind of chance of getting purple here on this lap anyway. Oh, we're not even going to get green. What the hell?
Went down on our target times. Let's try to find a bit more.
This isn't optimal. Neither's that. Friggin' hell. I don't think this is going to happen, guys. I know I lost a fair bit of time in the middle sector, but I can't even keep up with this time. It's crazy.
We'll want to rerun the program if we can't improve on that time.
And all of a sudden I get oodles of grip in the bloody braking zone. Nah, we're already out of this. We'll finish the lap, but this is a joke. Tyres have given up too. Whoa, 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 whoa!
That looked bad. Are you alright? Let me know you're alright.
Ah, bloody, I saw a comment come up and I glanced at the bloody screen. Ah. That was, I picked the stupidest moment ever to actually do that. Ishan Man put a comment there. And I saw it come up and I glanced over at it and yeah. I mean, we're not getting anything out of this anyway. We're gonna fail this qualifying sim. Where the hell is my pace? Well, we're not going to retry that. Whatever the result is whatever the result is. So that's disappointing. Really disappointing. I felt like I had less grip on the Ultras than what I did on the Super Soft. It's just insane. Losing so much time as well. Anyway, what are you going to do? Give me control. The way you frig around game is really annoying sometimes. Give me control. Give me control. Thank you. End the session. Let's put some...
Classification at the end of the session, then. Here are your top
Let's put some good stuff on the car and... Or let's put the word out. We're going to run in a race and... do some laps. Look at that. No wonder we had no performance. Red. Oh man, the reliability of this Red Bull is so trash. I forgot how bad it was at Renault when I first started there, because I got used to it being okay. But now I remember how much I had to pump into upgrades just to make that car, just to make it somewhat, you know, sort of survivable. Alright, let's go to quali. Let's do it.
qualifying time at Spa.
We don't think you'll have any trouble getting into the next session, so don't push too hard.
Alright, that'll do. It didn't feel like that great of a lap and was slower than Perez. What are we? 7/10. Oh, we're faster than Ricciardo. But he's on the super soft for some reason. That's alright. We should be fast enough to get through. .1 off the Mercedes. Oh, it started to rain. Oh, that's not helpful.
It looks like we'll be running on a dry track soon. Back to dry shortly.
Yep. Alright, good. Let's fast forward time a little bit. So they're all on the Ultra. Awesome. Yeah, let's do it. I was thinking about going on the super soft instead, but I think we'll just go the Ultra. Alright. Hopefully that's enough. Only P6.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:46.7.
Ricardo jumps up to 4th. 4/10 faster than us. Perez can bugger off, can't he? I mean, honestly, I'm sick of having a friggin' rivalry with this guy. So I changed teams to Red Bull. We get to Spa and all of a sudden he's just as fast as a Red Bull. Just go swivel, game. I mean, honestly, I'm sick of that guy. Yeah, alright, we've got 2 sets to go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. It'll teach me to have to wheel at an angle when it restarts. Yeah, the conditions are completely different now from Q2. Look at it. Beautiful blue track. Blue sky. Sunbathed track. I've messed that up. What a terrible lap. My goodness. Terrible traction out of the last corner. 7th.
We're lower in the running order than we thought we'd be. We need to find some time.
I've got 2 words for Sergio Perez and they're not happy birthday. Give me another set of tyres. Alright, this is it. We've got one more go at this. I mean, I think we're taking a 5-place grid penalty anyway because of the gearbox change that we were forced to take after Hungary. Honestly, engineer, I've just started my lap. I'm just going through turn. Okay, so you're slower. Just shut your face. I mean, you know.
Daniel Satin, P6, 6th place.
Alright. We jumped up a bit. We found like 7/10.
So qualifying is complete.
Oh, we got Perez in the end.
Race tomorrow.
Thank goodness.
Top three are Hamilton, Vettel,
But we're gonna take a 5-place grid penalty for a gearbox change. We have to do our best work in the race. I know the car feels good. The car feels like it's got grip, but I can't. I'm not on target, you know. All right. Let's go. No point messing around. So we know it's going to rain at the back end of the race, apparently. So
in the 48 races.
in fact, it looks like it's almost raining now.
Okay, remember to brake early for turn 1 as the pack's gonna bunch up. There's plenty of runoff if things get too close.
Extra fuel, please. So you reckon after 4 laps we're in? It's going to rain. But probably not heavy enough by the looks of it for it to actually trigger an inter. All right, let's go.
We're looking good from the start.
no, no, no. Oh, I just turned in, had nothing.
We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A? Understood. Copy that. Your update window is now open. Daniel has come into the pits. Daniel in the pits.
Get down to turn 1 and for whatever reason just get instant lockup. Come on, let me go, let me go.
We'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in our strategy.
Alright, we've got a bit of clear track. Fresh tyres, see if we make up some time. Bottas is losing a ton of time behind the Albers. Oh, there's a heck of a train up here. Oh, there's Kimmy. Oh, I'm getting driven into. AI is so slow. I get DRS. Yes. Why are the AI not making overtakes here? Oh, come on!
Some information on Hulkenberg. They have an issue with their car. They're going to be slow.
Hey NMN channel, NNM channel, welcome to the stream, sorry. How you doing? Very good. So Hulkenberg's got a problem.
They're expecting rain in around 10 to 15 minutes.
Oh, 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 oh.
That's P4. You're into P4. Okay, gap ahead is 3.5 seconds.
It's the second time this race has happened where I've just had instant lock into turn one. I didn't quite understand what you said. What you mean, NMN channel? Are you saying you're from Hungary or that you're just hungry? Because the way you spelt Hungary was more like the country than the actual in need of food. So I assume you mean you're from Hungary. To which I say, cool, welcome to the stream. The AI is spazzing out in this race. I don't know why. I don't know why they're all just stuck in a traffic jam. And how Van Dorn is P3. I don't understand that. Something really weird's been going on. I don't know where Hamilton is. I assume he is... He stayed out after me, so I assume he's must be behind me. But I just don't know. There's a car in the pits. It's Magnussen. I don't understand how these cars have all ended up in front. Oh, they've started on the Super Soft. Of course they have. I forgot that the Ultra Soft was the tyre we all started on in the top 10. The Ultra Soft only lasted for like 4 laps. So they're on the Super Soft. So it looks like none of these guys have stopped yet. Which might be a problem for us, because it might mean they're all one-stopping. And we're definitely going to two-stop, and we know there's rain coming later, so we'll see. Have him.
Alright then, some information on Verline. They're retiring from the race.
So Hamilton's in the lead. I don't know how much he leads by. He's up at the chicane. I was going to say, I assume it's by a lot. And he's just done the fastest lap.
The gap to the car behind is 2.0 seconds. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the Super Softs.
No assists. Hey, low life, Brendan. I've got medium TC on, but that's less because I need it and more because I just like the way it feels. I usually wouldn't have assists, but in this game, for whatever reason, medium TC makes the car a bit nicer to drive. But no ABS or anything like that. Oh, whoa, whoa. Whenever I play online, I turn TC off. I do about the same time. It doesn't gain me anything. It just it makes the car more enjoyable to drive over a longer period of time. Yeah, thanks. I wasn't very smooth going through that right-hander before getting a couple of wheels up on the grass. Getting a couple of wheels up on the curb and friggin' losing the back of it. What wheel do I use? I've got a Fanatec Club Sport 2 with a Formula rim. Eyes are getting a bit worn. Starting to cost me a bit of time. I got Kimi chasing me. In fact, I got Kimi on me.
Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes' time. Rain in 10 minutes. Pit window is open. The pit window is open.
Ooh. These tyres are very second-hand.
Okay, we're ready for you. Box this lap.
I don't know whether it will actually get wet enough to go to wet tyres. No, I mean, there's only going to be 8 laps left or so. I think it's likely to stay.
Release.
Use another set of super softs. Yeah, change it. Well, I mean, that's obviously what I'm doing, but that was the strategy anyway. So,
Look after these tyres now. We're going to finish the race on this compound.
see what happens with the rain as to whether it gets wet enough to actually change tires or not. I learned a long time ago not to base strategy decisions around what the weather in this game's going to do. Ooh, stay off that curb, Matt. And that one too. Whoa, what are you doing? Triple overtake like Hamilton and Bahrain. Yeah, I think Ricardo done it last year at Baku as well. Done a triple overtake. I almost gave it all up there by throwing it in the gravel though. Got to concentrate better. Magnussen drives a bit cleaner in the game than he does in real life.
Okay, car behind is now running the super soft tyre. That's the super soft on the car behind. Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well.
We lost position to Kimi. I didn't get held up by a couple of other drivers there. I'll scrape the wall there.
Our gap to the car in front is 2.9 seconds.
feel like I'm struggling for grip already. Sebastian breathing down my neck.
Okay, we don't think we're far away from some rain. We'll keep you updated as the conditions change. We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
How do you take Puol Nelly flat out? Good car. Super soft tyres. But yeah, it's all about how you approach it. You've got to scrub off just enough speed before you get into it, and then you can carry that speed all the way through. All about how you set up for it. Gonna have a real problem with a Ferrari in a second. We got 4 to go, 5 to go, 4 after this.
We're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
Problem, as soon as you get into these grip limited scenarios, the AI just mops you. They just eat you for breakfast.
The distance to the leader is 35.6 seconds.
We lost half a minute to Hamilton. These conditions are very bad.
Daniel has come into the pits. Daniel in the pits now. We think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one? Copy that.
I think this late weather change could be very, very, very costly for us. The AI is just gonna eat us up. Come on!
Okay, the stewards have now disabled DRS. DRS is now disabled.
I can't even drive in a straight line.
Pit in this lap.
Oh, what? No, 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 no. No way was that a speeding in the pit lane penalty. Not a chance. I'm not taking that again, game. There is no way you're pinging me for that. That was a joke. No. I already had my last race wrecked by that garbage. Where you pinged me for speeding in the pit lane, which admittingly I was, and then you penalised me twice.
Exit now.
Right, I think here comes the first of the oh no, we managed to maintain 4th. That's lucky. Oh, although I've still got no grip. No, I was right on it, man. That was unfair.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. Fuel target is +1. Faster engine modes are available.
Excuse me.
The gap to the car ahead is 14.9 seconds. We're accumulating some wear on the MG UK. We need to stay out of rich fuel mode to manage it.
Ah, this car is so unreliable. I mean, the car I had at Renault might not have been as fast, but at least it was bulletproof in reliability.
This is your final lap of the race.
Mind you, we're up here fighting for 4th, so... And, you know, we were second on the track at Hungary before the BS double penalties.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Oh, there we go. Fourth.
That's the end of the race. See you in Parc Fermé.
And Mercedes have pulled off a great victory here today.
Thank you, Low Life Brendan.
Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here?
The difference was clearly in the strategy. You could tell they'd done a lot of work on the pit wall to really optimise each
Thank you.
section and get the most out of the tyres. And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well, though. There's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hand on the wheel, of course.
And here are our podium drivers today after that excellent race. They've excelled here.
Go away, I'm not on the podium, so I don't care.
It's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. It's a good result for Kimi Raikkonen, who extends his advantage.
Alright, so...
Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Probably Danny Kvyat. The young
thank you. I appreciate that.
And I think he did just that today.
And now,
Appreciate that. 110 off the championship lead.
Ferrari
Oof.
extend their lead at the top of the championship. It was also a strong Grand Prix from Haas F1 this weekend. Fantastic work from the American team to move themselves further up the table. That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from it's goodbye and see you again next time.
There we go. Yeah, cool. All right, so that's our second race for Red Bull. We actually, got an okay result. We got sixth in the first race, but we finished second on the track and then got stung with penalties. Yeah, because I switched teams mid-season, so I was at Renault until 2 races ago. So I've replaced Max at Red Bull. Good. So got enough points to go and do another reliability upgrade. So that's why I'm complaining about this car. It's so bad. Like I've taken the lead. So what's happened is that you can see how Renault hate me because I left the team. So what happened was I won the championship in my first season with Renault with the difficulty at 95. So what I wanted to do was increase the challenge. So I moved it up to 100 for my second season. And then what I was going to do was see out the season with Renault and then move to one of the top 3 teams for my third season. But midway through the season, the car, it was pretty clear that the car just wasn't quite able to stay with the AI. It was the fifth best car across the chassis, power unit, and aero. And I was just struggling with it. And then I got an offer to go to Red Bull, Ferrari, or Mercedes, and I decided to take it in the middle of the year rather than at the end of the year. So I could see if I could do something. But then I've got into this Red Bull, and whilst it's clearly a better car, there's no problem with that. The reliability is garbage. Like, it is so bad. Like I had a gearbox problem at Hungary. I lost third gear midway through the race, and it caused me some problems. All the power. So I had to replace the gearbox this weekend, which meant that I took a penalty. And it looks like I'll actually take another one at some point as well because the gearbox is already at 15% wear after one weekend. They've already used 5 ICEs, even though they hadn't actually used the 4th. So I don't know about that. I don't know how that works. This MG UK has only been in there for two races. Their reliability is just awful. So I'm going to have to spend some time. You can see that they've done absolutely no reliability upgrades. This durability for gearbox is one I just purchased at the start of this weekend. But it's really bad. It's really, really, really bad. So I'm going to have to spend all my resource points in the meantime, improving reliability. So that the car, I don't have to keep taking penalties every weekend. So, I mean, it was the same at Renault when I started there. But I got the issue sorted at Renault, so it was okay. Just by spending all initial points on reliability made the car super reliable. But the car here at Red Bull is pretty good, but it's so unreliable. It makes it really, really difficult. So there you go. Anyway, that's that. We're done with the weekend. I won't do the next race straight away. I imagine the next race is probably... Where do we go after Spa? Must be nearly Monza? Yeah, it must be Monza. So, you know, that'll be fun. So thanks to everybody who tuned in and watched. Thank you to everybody who watches later as well. Obviously up on my YouTube channel. Really, really appreciate it. Appreciate everyone participating in the comment section. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next step. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.